I'm back. I decided to change it back to the way it was because I felt like my video was looking worse. So I'm taking that thing off. I didn't like the way it was working, so we're back to the way it was. Sorry if you liked the thing. I just did not like it. So I'm back to reading off my phone. Sad, but bam. This needs to be destroyed a little bit for sure. Hello, everybody. Working on the giant mountain lake thing today. We're gonna build up these mountains. Obviously, they don't have any texture yet, but I like getting the shape in first. It is building mountains is crazy. I see Flip do them in hardcore. That guy's insane. he he literally builds giant mountains in hardcore. Uh, that's just crazy to me. But I don't know if you're Oh no, Jordan Miller. This, we're gonna eventually put builds on this, but I wanted to do some terraforming because it just sounded fun. That would look nice. Bloodborne Shack. Honestly, I want to wait till I'm done with the mountains before I build any more builds. Uh, Probably next week we'll actually have some builds to go through. Bloodborne House is definitely top of the list. Also, Capybara asked for a mushroom house, so that's also on the list. I'll probably put the mushroom house down here, and Bloodborne. I don't know. I feel like the Victorian style up here would look really nice. I don't know. But it is something I definitely want to get done. It's weird because like the builds in the city themselves, they don't match. So like it's hard to make areas for things. I kind of just build things where I want. Because usually when you build a city, you like everything to work together. You know, the palette to be the same. That's not the city I've made. It's quite the opposite of what I've made. Yeah, Capybara. That's what they asked for. Um, they're they're on they're on the stream a lot, but they've been asked for Mushroom House for a while. That is probably definitely one of the plans for when this is done. I still have a lot to go, to be honest. I mean, we've done this. I think this is the third day of streaming, so this is about 3 days of work, which isn't. It's quite a bit, I think. Quite a bit. The highest views the stream has gotten, I think it's like 7. I think yeah, it's like 7. So not that many, but it's kind of just fun be able to talk to people. This is it's one of my larger projects, so it's nice to actually I can kind of blank out and just answer questions or talk instead of actually have to just sit here and do it the whole time. I tried to set up putting the chat on my Minecraft screen today, and I could not get it to work, sadly. but I think the highest concurrent viewers is 7. There's more, it says there's more views than that, but that's, I think that's after I was streaming. Like someone, because YouTube lets you rewatch it. Thinking about switching to Twitch, but I don't know. Seems like some people don't have Twitch, and then some people think Twitch is a much better idea. Maybe I make like some survival, do something in survival on Twitch, see how that goes. Because as most people have probably seen, my videos, at least the popular ones, are creative videos. So just don't know how that would go. I tried to find a way to stream both earlier today, and I got confused because I'm dumb. I think one of my problems is I only have one monitor. It'd be much easier if I had 2 monitors. Because without it, I'd have to figure out how to put both of them on my screen or something. Both chats on my screen, because I can't look at them both on my phone anymore. So I currently look at the YouTube chat on my phone. Yeah. Okay, thanks for hopping in to say hi. Have a good day. What's up? Welcome back. Sorry I left. I when I was looking at the stream, it looked worse, and I don't know. There's just that it wasn't working. It wasn't working. So I decided to just go back to reading off my phone for now. Get some dirt so we can fill the inside in. We'll probably still have to use sand, but actually we'll just bring it down in stone and put it on the bottom. So let's go 4 down. Yeah. Bring it 4 down, we can fill it in with water. And then actually make this waterfall. Have water. That's filled. And then where you can just fill the bottom in with dirt. Actually, let's go 1 lower because I think I want the actual bottom to be sand, but can't put sand because gravity or something. Filled. Okay. Now I just gotta fill it up with water, so next would be a waterfall. Which probably decorate a little bit better. Actually, the stand even makes sense. Should I use mud like the lake? Probably mud. Gravity. Gravity's dumb. I think, why did Isaac Newton have to invent it? I want to be flying around right now. Jesus Christ. Stupid Isaac Newton. Actually, like this. Let's add this like yeah, the walls here. Waterfall would be pretty fair though. Everything else should have a little bit of edge to it. Make it a little better. A waterfall again. Waterfall. Let's see, waterfall probably also destroy it. That. to almost entirety. No, I was in college till about maybe 2 years ago, but not 2 years. I'm 21. I got out of high school at 17. At college for like I guess about 2 years ago. How about you? Still in school? Been in high school. You're young. Don't be young forever. I uh, I remember. I actually had fun in high school. I didn't like elementary school, but I liked high school. Most people, it's the opposite. High school though, I had fun, but for me, when would you have experienced COVID? Well, it was, for me, it's the last 2 years of high school, but for you, it was probably like elementary school or something. But I missed like a lot of going to high school because of that. It was online stuff, which wasn't as fun. Wasn't as fun. That, and then last but not least, this layer. Okay, waterfall's in. I feel like the shade's coming out a lot better. But I feel like this part of the mountain's missing. Well, it doesn't feel that all the way. Definitely missing something. Something. This was actually down. It's supposed to be. I think one problem, this doesn't have enough green. It's like, how do I put it? It's like missing stuff. I haven't done details yet though. So that's probably why it's missing stuff. Speaking of which, we'll probably make this grass. Now, if we put this up, I wanted to make a huge build at the top. That was the plan. But it looks strange that these are appointed and this one's not. But I do want builds on top of these, I guess. But what if I could make it look like there's like supports hanging off the... I don't know. I do not know. We'll figure it out though, that's for sure. Bam. Okay. Good. Come on, mouse. Let's go up. Oh no. That'll work itself out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Okay, this connects better. It's kind of silly though. We're gonna do that. Okay. Next. That there. Here. Oh, still. Wow. It's that the top's looking like a volcano and not like the plan, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like it's not like super centered. This spike up a bit. Volcano. I haven't built a lot of volcanoes, but they're interesting. They definitely are. I saw. I actually can't remember what Hermit did it, but they made a volcano base. It was pretty fun. But this was better. Fix this. I didn't realize I made such a big straight line up here. It's bad. Bad. It's not terrible. I feel like in high school, everyone always asks you what's your favorite subject. It's like, I don't even want to be here. What are you talking about? You know? I always hated that. You always get the same question. It's like when every time we go to like a family reunion, they're like, "Do you remember me? I used to change your diapers." No, I don't remember you. What? You know I don't remember you. I saw you saw me, you know, 20 years ago before I even had a brain. What are you talking about? That it's the same thing with what's your favorite subject? I don't care. You don't care what my subject is. You're just trying to make conversation. Just ask me a real question. Jeez. It's just it's weird to complain about, but we both know, both the person asking the question and you, no, you're just making something up on the spot, you know? You don't actually care about any of these subjects. Everyone says a elective. No one's like, oh, I love history. Every person who says, oh, they love history, they're just making this up on the spot. They hate all their classes. It's not. They picked history because it's their least hateable. They didn't pick it because they like the class. Their least hated subject. That's the real question. What's your least hated subject? Everyone would rather be at home playing video games. Just math. I actually, I'd say I liked math, but you always hate math classes because I feel like math teachers are just meaner than normal teachers for some reason. Because I was always good at math, but still, I wouldn't say it was fun. I had one math teacher. I hated them because they didn't teach. Like the first day of school, they spent an hour and a half talking about their vacation and then gave us homework. They didn't teach us anything. They just gave us homework. I'm like, what? It's the first day of school. There's like a secondary thought in your mind. Hey, no one's gonna give out homework today. It's introduction day. No, gave us homework and didn't teach us how to do it. Like what are you doing? I thought teaching was your job. Me going on a rant about math while playing Minecraft. Math teachers. I did have one pretty good math teacher. Their class was awesome. But that teacher, they didn't teach. Yeah, I get teachers like that a lot too. My chemistry teacher, you're taking, I don't, you're a freshman. I don't know if you've taken chemistry yet. It's different in like every state or whatever. But I was good at math, so I was good at chemistry because there's a lot of math involved. And he was always super nice to me, but the kid she'd give us like 2 hours of homework every night. And the thing is, if it takes me 2 hours, imagine the person who's not good at it. It's taking them all night to do their freaking chemistry homework. It's just stupid. Because I was always someone who could do math in their head really well, so I was fast at it. Kids are all weren't. They must have hated that class so much. And I hated her class because she was the type of teacher, she'd give us classwork, then a quiz, then more classwork, and then give us 2 hours of homework. What? What? She's one of those teachers when it was a short day, she'd give us more homework, you know? She'd be like, oh, we have a short day today. That means you get more homework. I'm like, what? We have a short day so we can go home early. What are you talking about? We don't have a short day so we can just work at home. It ruins the whole point of the short day. I'm not gonna dox her, but I thought of that. One time that teacher was talking about who didn't really teach anything. One day he gave us an assignment, and he went, if anybody needs help, ask. He pointed at me. I was like, I have homework too. My job's not to help them. Oh, your history teacher did that. Oh. I don't understand teachers that do that. I had one history teacher. They wanted us to do an article, or they want us to do a news article once a week, and then he would pick someone out, and we'd have to tell everyone. But he didn't accept the assignment if the article was unless the article was printed out. He wanted you to print it out, or else he wouldn't accept it. The thing is, I don't own a printer. What? I'd have to, go to the library and get it printed. And then the librarian quit. So they closed down the library during lunch. So I'd have to go to like the public library and print out an assignment. What do you expect us to do? Everyone has parents who will drive them places. Yeah, I missed that assignment quite a few times. I feel like some teachers, they have arrogance because they think they're smarter than everybody because their job's teaching. And then some teachers, they're there to help kids, and then they're really good, and then they always get compared to the horrible teachers. Like some teachers teach because they think it makes them better than you. Like it gives them a sense of power. Wrong. You're gonna do better though. Just got some texture. It's gonna look pretty good, I think. Tools. Are you done with the build of the fact I was just hating on teachers? I just spent like 10 minutes complaining about teachers I had in high school. Your fifth grade teacher was awesome. I maybe my fifth grade teacher once gave me detention for not having a red pen. She was obsessed with red pens. Oh, and she gave a kid a referral for correcting her on a math assignment. She was wrong. Like she was generally wrong, and she sent a kid to the office. I I don't know if they actually got a referral because that's ridiculous, but she wanted him to get. Yeah, she was a horrible. She's one of those teachers, like I said, she teaches not because she wants to help kids, but because it gives her a sense of power over people. Kind of messed up. It's funny because I was honestly failing her class, and um, it is all her fault. It was 100% her. She tried to give me a referral one time. Actually, someone told me to do that already. I made a little sign over here for a cave, just to remember. I'm thinking it should be up here now. Probably like this has like a really empty spot. If I dug it into here, or maybe the side of here when this is done, be pretty cool. What was I saying? Something about bad teachers. Yeah, I was failing her class, and she tried to give me a referral for cheating off an essay. She thought she accused me of cheating off the internet. She's about to send me to the office, and I raised my hand. I'm like, "Why'd you say my name?" And she's like, "Cause you cheated." And I was like, "I don't even have internet. I my family's too poor." And she has to re-go over the essay because she knows she's in trouble now. If I actually go to the office, she's in trouble. So she's like, "Oh, never mind. You never mind. I was mistaken." And she took it back. And I was like, "Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. You were mistaken." She just hated me for some reason. I think she got fired though. Hopefully, I had one Spanish teacher. He didn't teach any Spanish. He all we do, we write down sentences on the board, and then we'd watch Coco for half an hour. Jeez. Yeah, some teachers they're just lazy. They probably do that every year. Same packet too. I got an A plus in Spanish 3 honors. I can't speak a lick of Spanish. I can't speak any Spanish. I, I they didn't teach Spanish in my school. Literally, I have seen the beginning of Coco 30 to 40 times. That is all we did. It's like, how are you a teacher? You have one job, it's to teach Spanish, and you're failing at it very badly. It's funny because I tried to do Spanish in high school after that. I mean, in college after high school. I was so behind. I was so behind. I don't think I passed that class. I didn't. I definitely didn't pass that. Welcome to the stream where we complain about high school teachers or any teacher. We had study hall in my school. Like twice a week there'd be like an hour and a half of study hall or something. And one study hall, she didn't even let us draw. We either had to read or do a homework assignment, and I almost never had homework. So I just get a pass to go to my math teacher study hall. There's people playing Uno on the floor. They're cursing. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. People have their switches out. The difference was mind blowing. There was no one, like, we had assigned study halls. If you went into her study hall, no one there. It was that, like, why wouldn't you let a kid draw? If they don't have a book and they don't have homework, why can't they draw? We had assigned seats in study hall, and then everyone would get a pass to go somewhere else. I always go to my math teachers, and study hall was awesome, dude. We could move the desk if we wanted to, play games. It was awesome. I love that study hall. I miss it still. My 7th grade teacher gave the previous class he teach before me 5-paragraph cursive essays every month, and I didn't have to do it because I got told to, not by the principal or something. 5-paragraph essays in 7th grade? That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. A 5-paragraph essay at all is strange. I always hated teachers. Well, I didn't hate the teacher, but I always hated them. Was like, it has to be 2,000 words or something like that. If I can get my point across in 10 words, I find that more impressive than getting it across in 10,000 words. You know, I understand you need sources and stuff, but I don't think a lot of words that mean little compared to little words that mean a lot. I feel like little words that mean a lot is better. It's just more impressive. It's more efficient. It really shows someone who can get their point across. And a lot of words that mean very little or even the same, it's just a waste of everyone's time. I can only write my name in cursive. I knew a kid in when I went to a charter school. I don't know if they're from a different country or they went to a really weird school, but they only could write in cursive. Like they were in like 3rd grade and they could only write in cursive. And the teacher, I remember the teacher getting upset because they were struggling reading cursive. It's funny, but it was weird that he went to a school that only taught cursive. Weird, because nowadays they don't teach cursive at all. But nowadays I can only write my name, and that's for signing things. I mean, my real name has a lot of letters in it, so I guess I can write quite a few words, but honestly, like, I don't know the entire cursive language. I just don't. Well, I said language, but I guess it's more like a writing style. I don't know technically. Why have I been filling things in with dirt? I'm in creative. I'm like waiting for dirt to spread when I could place grass. What's wrong with me? I think I want to fill this spot. Other than that, all my teachers weren't too bad. The one teacher they sent us to the office, me and my friends, we're doing those like fake slap things where you slap your hand and then the other person just like pretends to be slapped so it looks like they got slapped. We did one so good, we got sent to the office and we had to explain ourselves that he didn't actually slap me. That was funny. The teacher would not listen to us though. We're like, no, it's just a prank. We're good. Teacher at my prom pulled the music out because they were playing an inappropriate song, and that was a little annoying just because they stopped. They basically stopped prom because the music stopped, everyone stopped dancing. We're just sitting there, just waiting. Like, why? Why? Bam. Seems like I'm missing a mountain back here. I definitely am. Missing something. This, I guess, needs to start going down eventually, especially this one. I still can't write Spanish. I always wanted to learn another language, but that Spanish teacher failed us. I remember he used to curve the grades too. He'd give us tests, and we'd get our test back, and we'd have like 10 wrong. No, 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 no. This has been the last 3 days. I started with the lake, and then yesterday we filled out some of the mountain, and today I've been working on filling in the mountains, but it'd be crazy if it was one day. I mean, I guess altogether the streams have only been like 8 to 9 hours, so I could have done it in a day, but I don't have 8 to 9 free hours every day, sadly. This out a bit. I think I want. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be way too much in one day. But I think it's looking nice. There, I am gonna texture it. Like the mountains aren't done, but I like getting the shape in first. I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I basically build things from people's comments, and I'm making this area was so flat. I decided I needed to terraform it for the next part. The next area should be terraformed just to look cooler. But yeah, what was I saying? The Spanish teacher would curve our grades. Literally, like, I'd miss like 8 out of 20 or something, and I'd get an A, and I'm like, this is like a D at best. Like, what are you talking about? I don't see how he worked there so long. I'm pretty sure he's fired now, but oh, we're building a lake and some mountains for the next part of our city. I don't know if you're new to the channel, if you've watched videos. I was just explaining this. I basically I build things from the comments of my videos, and I make time lapses of them. So most of these builds, there's something someone asked for, and right now I'm terraforming a new part of the city so that we can build more builds on it. I have a lot of builds that they either require water or they honestly, I just have builds that require water. I got like boat ass and stuff like that. So I terraformed this lake and decided it'd be sick if we had some mountains in the background. But we'll end up putting builds on almost all the space, probably here. Definitely on these flat spots, and then definitely on the top. At least this part of the mountain will have something cool. But every available space will probably have a build on it by the time we're done with this part of the city. Yeah, someone asked me to build statue Technoblade, and I kind of wanted to be super tall. So this one took a while, but really all I did was look up his skin, and then I made each pixel a 2x2 area, and I filled in the pixels. It wasn't too bad. But I do like, this is kind of his whole district now that I put him over there. Maybe I should build someone else's statue here and make like 4 districts or something. I don't know. But it'd be pretty sick if there's another large statue at that entrance. I'm gonna have some of this be green. Because I think this will be an entrance into the cave. Little green here and there is making the build feel better, I think. More complete. Okay. This spot's missing something. I don't want it to just go down, I don't think. Well, actually, it might be cool if it did. Let's see. If it just curved down, I don't think that'd be bad. Yeah, I feel like with all my bad experiences, I might have gone to a school who didn't like look over their teachers. Because I have another bad teacher. He wasn't my teacher, but he fled to Mexico because illegal activity. I think that's all I can say. I don't even know if he was caught for anything illegal, but it definitely was inappropriate and probably something I'd never let him be a teacher again. I don't know if it was necessarily illegal. Yeah. I don't know if he's actually caught for anything. Just did something that maybe a teacher shouldn't be doing. Catch my drift. He did flee to Mexico. That is confirmed. Okay, it's not confirmed, but that's what everyone has been telling me. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you just because, like, I'm not doxing them, saying they're hiding in Mexico probably. Basically, a student found their Grinder account, right? And on their Grinder account, like the caption he put is "I like them young." That is the caption. Like that's all I know. I don't know if it went any further, but they left the school after that. So I don't know how far it went, but I do know that. Yeah. I feel like I really with my Spanish teacher and that guy, I feel like the school doesn't check backgrounds. They're just like, oh, you can teach? Okay, you're hired. That's the only explanation to me. Because honestly, even though there's teachers that they weren't bad, you could tell like they're not good at teaching. Have you guys watched? Probably too young for this. Have you guys watched School of Rock? And that is the line: "Those who can't do teach." And then there's the "Those who can't teach gym." It's not right. Those who can't do teach. Those who can't teach as well. They're just not good teachers. It's a fact. No School of Rock. That's a good Jack Black movie. That's probably one of my favorite Jack Black movies. Yeah, I'm over here promoting Jack Black. He kind of he needs it. He has more money than probably anybody. I don't know how I've been building these mountains, honestly. I have blanked out with teacher conversation. I think I'm just flying around and filling in random spots. It's working out. It's working out, I think. Seems like the front face is almost done. And do I really have to fill in the back? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't know, it's nice to just go back and look at what you've done. Inspiration to keep going, you know? So I'm wanting to start putting some detail in, to be honest. Let's get some, I think snow is going to be at the top just because classic mountain. Classic mountain. So just go like that. Start filling in peaks of the mountain with snow. And like here, something like that. That is supposed to be less and less snow. Look like it's melting down, so pull in there, pull in there, pull in there, pull in there. See how that looks. trees on the mountain. That's a good idea. I wonder where I'd put them though. There are some of these flat spots like here. And then obviously I have all this green right here. I don't like this. I think what I need to do is fill a lot more of the stone in with snow. So it needs to look like it's more piled up over here, and then it goes down a little bit. Just like that. Oh, snow layers of help. Yeah, those existed. Maybe that's ugly. Yeah, I'm starting to think it is. I'm trying. That look better or worse? Started to think. Oh, you're saying the trees might be ugly? I don't know. Trees usually look pretty nice. They're just more mountain trees are strange because like you get those like destroyed looking ones that like hang off the mountain and they come out like an angle. And then there's regular trees that like stick up just on the flat parts of the mountain. That's what you gotta decide. Like which one do you think is gonna look better? It depends on the type of mountain you're getting. Because say like this one, this is not like a super big mountain. So if I make snowy trees, am I a sports person? Real answer, no, not at all. I don't I don't tend to watch any sports to be honest. I'm someone who'd rather play a sport than watch it. Like honestly, I never liked watching football or anything like that. I don't mind playing some basketball or something. I, the only sport I think is probably more fun to watch than to play is baseball. And that is only because I feel like when you play baseball, half the time you're just waiting. You're either waiting for someone to hit the ball or you're waiting to hit the ball. Obviously, people find it fun, but it feels like a lot of standing around to me. But I bet for professional baseball, they usually hit it. But when you're playing as a kid, most of the time someone doesn't even hit the ball. I don't know. I feel like I haven't liked this mountain since the day it was born. I feel like there's something wrong with this curve here. Looks like a lump. I don't know. Let's see. I do a little bit of that. I curve it down a little bit. Honestly, that already looks better. I don't know how I did that. Magician or something. See if I can keep curving it down a little. I could just make the lump disappear. It's like magic. See, that looks a little better. It looks doesn't look like it's sticking off it. Snow here and there. There. That's better. A little better. Looks a lot better. This one needs snowed up. Well, it's a few here and there. Should go down a little bit more. Two. No. Bam. I think that makes the peaks look better. I'm gonna say that one's too short for snow and some salad. Obviously, that top one will have some snow too. This one I gotta figure out. So let's see, it's gonna connect. Now it's a little time for some sort of details. And I think I'm going to start with the waterfall. Because I think I want some mossy cobble at the bottom of this water. Maybe even some moss. Make it look alive. First, let's start by mixing mossy cobble in. Kind of a gradient. I want almost all the waterfall to have. Oh, I just made that weird line, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Moss in there. Very bottom. Oh, I keep making weird lines. Perfect. Bam. This one look a little messy. Like the water. Place where the water is. And I think most importantly, andesite. And I think what we're going to do with the andesite, we're going to add it on the edges. So it's like where the, try to keep it to where the light hits. Not all the edges, but some. Just spread it down just a little bit. Man, there's something missing. Maybe we should hit some in the dark patches. Maybe. Now we're gonna fill a lot of these edges in. Andesite. Make the mountain look brighter a little bit at those spots. Oh, mini waterfall. I'm gonna eat lunch, so I think I'm gonna end the stream for now. I'm thinking about streaming some survival. So we'll see when I get back.